Hey everyone, it's Bella, and today's going to be such a crazy day because I am completely reorganizing and decluttering my whole pantry and also my fridge and freezer. And I was planning on doing this after Christmas, but looking at it every day was just driving me so crazy, so I decided to tackle it a little bit earlier than I was expecting. And I hope this video gives you some motivation if there are any places around your house that you need to declutter and organize. This time of year can be super overwhelming and things have a tendency to just stack up around the holiday season. And I know that I'm going to feel so much less overwhelmed going into this with a decluttered kitchen. As you can see, I'm starting by pulling everything out of my pantry so that I know how much space I have to work with. I know just how many things I need to fill up into my little containers, and then I can clean the cabinets so they're just super clean and there are no more spills or anything in there. And the containers I'm going to be using were a Black Friday deal. There was such a good price on them that I just couldn't resist, and if you want the link, just let me know. Also, just looking ahead into my channel a little bit, I think as most of you know, once I declutter one space, I just get the whole decluttering bug and I just want to declutter all over. So I'm going to be hopefully cleaning out my closets, and there's a few spots around here that I want to just take care of because things have gotten just kind of messy. I think I mentioned in a previous video how there's a kitchen drawer that's becoming a junk drawer, and I want to take care of that as soon as possible because I'm not going to let that happen like I did in the old house. You guys know how much that would just drive me crazy. I'm going to make sure that everything is super organized here. So if you like organization, make sure that you're subscribed. And now I'm just finishing up taking everything out of the cabinet, and I've been kind of sorting into piles as I go. I think that that's another really good thing to do, is sort as you go so that it's not as overwhelming when you're all done. Alright, so my kitchen is in complete disarray. Here is all of the food that I pulled out of the cabinet and everything. A lot of this is Matt's. If you see anything with meat, that's Matt's, because as some of you know, I'm a vegetarian. But let's see, some stuff that I completely forgot we had. We have more pumpkin, and that's exciting. A lot of pasta. I kind of separated things where they kind of need to go. Here's snacks. I have a bunch of cereal, and I got a whole bunch of storage containers, so we're gonna organize all this. Here's all of our soup. That's crazy. And then we have snacks and stuff over here. It's chaotic right now, but it'll get better. And here's what I got to organize things that need airtight storage. So now I'm using my Mrs. Meyer's spray, and I'm also using a microfiber cloth, and I'm just wiping out the drawers. They were a little bit rough inside, so next time I might just be super basic and use my vacuum to do it with the attachment, but just for now, this was perfectly fine. And taking a second to actually clean off your shelves is a really important part of decluttering and organizing, so you can get all those crumbs, because if you don't, it could attract bugs, and that's not the move. Bugs in the kitchen is disgusting. So this was so satisfying to me. I've never worked with these containers before. My parents have some, but I never had any. And I love just dumping all of these in and being able to get rid of all the cardboard, and then I can see through it. I can see what I need. I found a whole bunch of stuff that we have too much of, so I know what I don't need to shop for. It's really great. I would suggest getting some of these if you don't have them. The inner perfectionist in me just had a field day with this.
Summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face. Pretty sweet your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean. Yeah, in the empty bottle lies all the answers.
You're gonna see me jump around a little bit as I put these into the cabinet because I'm just trying to group things that are alike together. Like for instance, this one is what I would use to cook dinner, and then I have some stuff on the shelf above it. It's really important to me that I be able to see everything that I have, and then I can decide what I can make that night. It's so much easier to plan meals out in advance when you can know what you have. And even Matt opened it, and he's not the most organized person in the world, but he was even saying how much he loved how he can just see everything. And then last night, it was so funny, he reused up the rest of that cereal right there, and then he dumped the cereal from behind it in, so he's even keeping it organized.
Let me go, let me go. I told you I'm not yours anymore. No, I'm not yours.
And in this video, I left a lot of the reorganizing and rearranging because in a new space, it's always kind of trial and error, and I think it's really important to show the process because sometimes you just see the end product and it looks all pretty and finished, but then you get kind of overwhelmed and discouraged when you feel like you're not maybe doing the right thing, and you totally are. It takes a lot of time to get it looking exactly how you want. Alright, so I'm about to do the tour, but look how much cardboard we got rid of. So I finished this off camera because it was nap time. So up there is like unhealthy, kind of more junk food that I'm trying to dissuade us from grabbing. And these two shelves, I kind of put dinner as more like overflow dinner, but I have some of my oils and stuff. And then some extra pasta, there's some beans. And here I have pasta and some in boxes. Behind it, if you can see, I have some sauce, some oils back here, and then I have a bunch of soup. And then here's more like breakfast stuff. I use that for my coffee every morning. And then here's some granola that I put in yogurt. Some cereal, it's my cereal and Matt's cereal. He has a couple back there. And then Matt's Ovaltine. And then we have some pancake mix and stuff back there. And here I put more of the healthier snacks. As you can see, I have some applesauce, some bars, there's some popcorn back there, and some Ritz crackers. I have the Pirate's Booty, and this is more of like Kennedy's toddler snacks. And then down here I have my baking basket, and then I have some stuff for bowls, and that's a bottle of wine my parents got us when we moved in here. But yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's definitely not perfect, but it is a whole lot better than it was before. And then later this week I have to go get some command hooks because I'm gonna hang that on the pantry door as well. That's the spice rack. So now we are on day 2, so that's why there's a new outfit. I had to split this between 2 separate nap times. And now it's time for me to tackle my fridge, which hadn't really been properly organized. It's been cleaned out before, of course, because stuff in the fridge goes bad a lot faster than in the pantry. So it's been cleaned out, but it's never really been organized. And I'm not saying that it ends up being perfect, but it does end up being better. And that's another thing. If you organize and it's functioning for your family, it doesn't need to be perfect or Pinterest worthy. Mine's certainly not. That's not the aim here. I just want everything to be super organized. I can see everything. Less food is wasted. It's more function over beauty or aesthetic or whatever, because sometimes whenever I try to make something really beautiful, or at least when I have in the past, it's not as functioning as when I just do it for pure functionality, if that makes sense.
We're falling out, we've reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again.
And as you can probably tell, I'm going to be taking one shelf out at a time and cleaning it, just because I have a really kind of stupid paranoia of things not staying cold. I know that it's dumb. I know that they totally will. And in the freezer, I pull everything out. So it's pretty much, I'm breaking my own rule. But since I have kind of a fear of it, I'm going to just be cleaning one drawer or one shelf at a time and then organizing as we go. And right now, that's kind of where I keep the baby's fruit. She eats little fruit cups that she loves, so I have a special drawer for those. And then we use the top ones for like drinks and stuff. I know that Matt has his beer up there that he likes, and we have some Gatorade, and then Kennedy's Pedialyte, and things are going to kind of shift around from here. At the end of the video, I put a couple more things up there, and after we live with it for a week, I might shift things around again. It's really just a process. We're just trying to do our best as moms and as homemakers, so don't get discouraged if things aren't turning out the exact way you want, and once you tweak it a few times, you'll totally get it right.
Even if we go a lot of breakers down, I know we are alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega, alpha and omega.
So my goal for this next drawer was bread and stuff. That's what I wanted to keep there, and then we'll have more room once we go through the soda. Matt and I are both trying really, really hard to cut back on soda. Matt likes the regular stuff and I like the diet stuff, and we're trying so hard to just cut it out of our diet cold turkey, but I absolutely love it, and I'm probably not going to give it up when we go to restaurants, but I want to not drink as much at home. For a while I wasn't keeping any in the house, and then it's the holiday season and I really wanted to kind of enjoy myself, but I've been really good about drinking water and tea and decaf coffee when I can. But let me know if there's any type of ways that you like to drink water, or if you like to infuse it with anything. Let me know, because drinking more water has been something that I've been really, really trying to do, and it's always kind of been a struggle for me, but I know that you guys have some amazing ideas, so let me know. So this next drawer was kind of a catch-all. It's kind of hard to figure out where everything should go because it's just so small. Like, our fridge and our freezer are tiny, and as you can see, we could technically get a bigger one, but the fridge and freezer is part of our rent, so we don't want to get one that's ours and then have it wear down over time. We want to get the fridge and freezer that we want for our next house and just use theirs in the meantime. But here in the drawer, I didn't really, or on the drawer on the door, I don't know how else to say that, we didn't really need to get rid of anything, but I did want to just reorganize everything. And yes, that is entirely full of cheese and we use it all. So please don't judge us. We eat a lot of cheese here and the baby loves cheese. She's not the most picky, but she goes through picky phases where she'll only eat pasta and cheese, and that's kind of where we are right now. But right now I'm putting my cilantro away, which I showed on my Instagram story that I made a chipotle lime rice dupe, and it's amazing and it even tastes good reheated, and I'm planning on putting it in an upcoming video. And I also wanted to reorganize the freezer as best as I possibly could while I was reorganizing. So I kind of ended up splitting it into breakfast stuff and then Matt's food and my food. And we have very different foods because I'm a vegetarian, but Matt and Kennedy are not vegetarian. And it's not that I really mind mixing my food with his food, but it's just easier to visually see it as like his side and then my side for the freezer. And that's probably just the perfectionist talking, but it does make it a little bit easier. But here I thought it was really funny because this door keeps swinging closed as it's supposed to so that it doesn't accidentally get left open or anything, but it was making it really difficult for me to pull everything out, and I left it in because it's really funny. And there was a teeny tiny little spill and a couple of crumbs at the bottom, so I just wanted to take care of that really quick. And now I'm gonna put everything back in the freezer as best as I can. I feel like that's the theme, just doing my best. And again, it's not perfect, but it does work and everything is grouped together, and now I know what I have, so it's so much easier to plan ahead for meals. If nothing else, it makes it so much easier for the next week.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me, I swear. You would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn.
As a reminder, I have a ton of decluttering and organizing videos and motivation on my channel. I have an entire playlist of it that I will link below. Most of them are in the old house though, so if you're new to this channel, it'll be totally weird to see me completely organize and clean a different house, but it'll be a total throwback if you're not new. If you love decluttering and organizing videos and motivation and inspiration, all that type of stuff, make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications because it really, really helps small channels like mine grow, and you'll just make my day if you subscribe. It would just mean the whole world to me. And hopefully I'll see you back here really, really soon for more cleaning, decluttering, organizing, just all the homemaking, and we can do it together because you don't have to be alone. Have a great day, beauties.